Hey, what's going on, guys? Nascar Pennzoil series is back once again for another special career mode series of the climb, and it's gonna be a pretty awesome day. I hope you're having a good day as well. As last time out, we won quite a lot of races. We won 2 races at Daytona and Atlanta. Well, now it is finally time to move on. So we're going to Las Vegas, Nevada, and here's our mail. And we're gonna go ahead and get started the race. And if you remember previously, we got a phone call from someone that was from Monster Truck Destruction, otherwise I guess you could say known as Monster Jam if it was officially licensed. And they want me to drive a very special truck in Reno, Nevada just 2 days before the Truck Series event, and I just could not refuse. I've been driving monster trucks for a while now, at least in this career mode accordingly. So you know what I was previously doing before driving in the Nascar Craftsman Truck Series. We are way ahead of the cut line. We're still in the championship over the Thor Sport trucks. As you can see, here's a look at the championship standings, and it's looking really interesting as we are still leading the championship. And after we get off the plane on our way to Las Vegas and Reno, Nevada, here it is. Here's our truck. Is named Identity Theft, based on the black and green wrecking machine Grave Digger. Only it is a real truck, I think, called Identity Theft. It's based on Grave Digger, only it's totally different, so it doesn't avoid copyright from either Feld or Monster Jam as a whole. And I think it's really interesting. I love seeing some cool looking trucks like this. It got the Jolly Rogers flag out on the back to represent Grave Digger. And so, you know, it's basically like a Monster Jam copy of Grave Digger in Monster Destruction. But now it is time to go to Reno, Nevada. And we would ride Reno, Nevada on Fox Sports 1. We would get started with qualifying as we take on Coyote, knockoff of the Monster Jam truck Monster Mutt. But we would beat him easily as you would come across the line and take the win and qualify easily for Coyote. And there it is, 10.6 to 1 second faster. And here are the trucks that we will go against in racing. We will get underway, and our first competitor we would beat easily as we would be Wicked, based on Spitfire, I think, or Dragon's Rails, I think. Another truck, I forget. But we would take the wins. We take on Bigfoot 18 and Bigfoot 16. We take on Coyote. So we would go and start racing to take on the big dog. That's the conquer them all. Bigfoot is the 18 version of Bigfoot. Generally worked by letting Great Dan Runte occasionally, but we easily beat Bigfoot as he actually made a few mistakes here, and that was quite surprising. But we would beat him anyways, and we take on Coyote, a rematch from qualifying round. We make qualifying to get the pole. We beat him in final round of racing, made it 2 for 2. We come out the final turn, a little bit of contact with a wall and in the corner. We would hold on and take the win in racing in our Monster Destruction debut. You see me freestyling there, but speaking of freestyle, it's time for freestyle. After the racing win, cheering on the crowd at Reno, Nevada, we will get started with Fox Sports 1 and Monster Destruction freestyle. And here we are, Reno, Nevada, for freestyle now. I have 1 minute on the clock, but once we combo up some moves, we will go into overtime. If you play Monster Destruction, you should know what that is. We would start off big, going over the arena pods and some big jumps, and actually with a bicycle that would get us into a near donut, and that was our overtime. We have added time. It's a bonus time. For bonus time got removed from Monster Jam, and I gotta be honest, I want to see bonus time come back to Monster Jam, but the 3-second rule where if you flipped over before 30 seconds, they would flip the truck over and start again. It was known that War on Spy with Team Suzuki. When Team Suzuki flipped over early, they were given another chance, and that's what I like to see at Monster Jam one day. But we would start off big with some huge air, 62 feet of air. And that's the biggest air of the whole night. And we get started with our 30-second run right here. As you can see, 30 seconds now on the clock. And a nice big drill there. And we'll line up and get a huge backflip and nail it perfectly. A little of a side and one wheelie. And we would aim for the speed energy backflip, but we would just miss it by a little bit. And so we end up backing up. Let's try one more time. We go over the backflip, 4 seconds, now 3 seconds, and we land hard on the nose, but nail the backflip completely to end off our monster truck debut driving identity theft. That was pretty awesome, and we would take the win in racing and freestyle. Great stuff. Alright, now it is truck time. It's time to go truck racing in Las Vegas with live NASCAR on Fox. I decided to add some broadcast logos and banners here so I can make the career mode and TV broadcast in the game more diverse and more exciting for the fans. Also a little bit semi-realistic. So that's what I'm going for now. But it's time to go truck racing. It's Ben Rhodes on pole. Of course, we are riding against Thor Sports, so we need outmax the Thor Sport trucks, as well as trying to hold on to position higher than 32nd. Since that is officially the goal, at least according to the climb, and the climb goals or gauntlets, I guess you could say. If we are currently 26, we have 20 laps to make up some ground, as we are in the middle. But Corey Day screwing us a little bit here. We're still in 26, but we are jammed up pretty badly. I was starting to get worried that some trouble was going to happen, but the caution would come out as trucks were caught spinning out, and one of them was, I believe, Garner Mozak in the 81 truck, but the caution wouldn't have. But now the caution is out, and we would try again for a restart. Lap 6 out of 20, we're now in 25th, and still making up ground. We're right on the Timcast number 2 truck, and we're getting a push by Mills, who's right behind us, but not anymore. We are still gaining some ground a little bit, as now the inside line is having a little bit of trouble. And there's the poster, Ben Rhodes. We're side by side, and there is Roger Charuth and I believe Kyle Busch or Kyle Larson. And we make contact with the Thor truck, and we're around, and we're spinning out of control. Around we go, and we would spin out as the caution is out. 30 trucks involved. We do have a little bit of some damage, only a few scrapes, so we will just keep going. And we're now in 14 on the high line, just where we like it. We are side by side with Ben Rhodes, and there's our other rival, Ty Majeski. We're driving against the Thor Sport trucks, our sister team in the MB1 truck. Oh, and we make contact again. Trouble again as we spin around Daniel Hemrick, and we get into one of the Tricon garage trucks. There's now 29 trucks involved. We're now on the inside line, side by side, one of the Tricon garage trucks. I don't really know the names of these truck drivers, but we are now on the inside, and already Ben Rhodes and some other trucks are making ground. Here comes Duzat. And we got a truck in the middle right there alongside the Tricon garage truck, and we're pushing Ty Majeski currently, and there is Chandler Smith, I think, in the number 38 truck, or Zane Smith, and we're getting past Lane Riggs, and we're getting past the 16 truck, and we are through as right now. Out in front is Corey Heim. According to leaderboard, it's Corey Heim. And so we're going to keep pushing the 38 truck, of course, Front Row Motorsports, and we are going to get past and move on to 5th place. And Garcia and Akram are battling against Corey Heim. They've taken the lead. Well, at least Garcia has taken the lead away from Corey Heim as we try to get a line here. We don't want to blow up the engine, but there they are. We can see two of the trucks, and as I'm trying to get past both of them, I make a huge mistake and get bunched up with the wrong set of trucks, and apparently the 38 didn't want to help me, so now we're cooked. We're not getting the win. We're not going to get the win today, I don't think, unless we try again. And a caution comes in, and we start on the high line. I think we'll have a bit of a chance. The high line hasn't been really too kind to us today, but it's done a solid job. We're now outside the top 10. We need to get that top 10 back. We only have a few more laps to go. I'm trying my hardest stick with the 38, but apparently the 38 is just like, I'm not helping you at all today. And I mean, dang, this guy is really not pleased with me today. I don't know what I did to him. But now right behind us is Lane Riggs. We are going to get past Frankie Muniz. A little bit of contact right there. I think I made a mistake doing that too. But we are trying to stay with the draft, so at least we gain a few spots. Corey Heim is out of shape. There goes Ben Rhodes. Timmy Hill to the lead of a Nascar Craftsman truck race. That's a bit surprising. We are now side by side. We're finally getting some positions. The low line got out of shape. We are bumping, just trying to gain as many spots as we can. Thank you very much. They've opened the door for us. Let's push. All right, we'll put our sister truck, Ben Rhodes, and Ben Rhodes, he might just steal this one, and he does by oh my gosh, it's the closest suspension truck history. We would miss out on third to Tyler Ankrum, but hey, fourth place, not bad. I know I choked that one, and I just barely missed the win, but I think I did a good job. So fourth place is still not bad. We did a pretty decent job. Of course, we didn't really get the win at the end today, but maybe going to Homestead, we will be able to get the win and take away another bit of the points lead. Yeah, tough break for us. We didn't get the win, but still very much, again, a very good job. Had a fun time with Las Vegas. Yes, the fourth place finish is solid. Good job. We did a pretty decent job, and we actually got a big message. So here's, hi NASCAR, you're performing well above all expectations this season. We feel so lucky to have signed you for the season. We will happily extend your contract with us at the end of the season, but we will equally understand if you are destined for bigger things. Keep up the great work. Wow. So this means that we could move on to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which will basically become the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series come the next season. And after we finish our Truck Series careers, we will now go ahead and move on to Homestead, Miami. Yeah, I've had very much mixed results with Homestead. I've done well here, at the same time I have not. Like, Homestead and I have a love and hate relationship, at least in Draftmaster 2, NASCAR 5 and 21 Ignition, and I guess NASCAR Rivals on the Nintendo Switch. That's a bit of a different story, but already right off the bat, we're not starting off too well. Because Antonio Garcia, or whoever that is in the 13 truck, is just not having a very good start. We went very slow of the start there, but we are actually now getting a few more positions for the number 15 truck. Out of shape there. I'm looking for some guys who are getting the faster runs to push me. I do end up going with Garcia in the 13 truck. Hemrick decides he wants to go with number 91 truck, a fellow Napa Auto Parts truck, but the 91 truck said, no thanks, I'm not a Trackhouse. That was number 91 truck, or even a 91 Trackhouse car, if that matters. So, yeah, out of shape there, and we gain a lot of positions as the 45 and the 99 of Rhodes gets way out of shape right there. And there is Perez, I don't know how you pronounce his other name, but there's Perez Garcia right behind us. We actually almost got a contract signed with that 77 truck, but we ended up getting a 69 truck instead. And there's Ankrum and Friesen right there. And you can just see we're trying to make those ground. As I said, Enfinger is out of shape. And oh my goodness, that was pretty close. We only got held up right there for one of those trucks. But now we don't have the drafting help. Unless, of course, Garcia or Perez will get right with us behind us. And there goes the 35 truck, and we actually have caught up to the leaders right now as I'm pushing Corey Heim, but I do want to go with the 4 truck, so I will try and push Lane Riggs. But never mind, I'll push Matt Crafton instead. Of course, we do know in 2025 this is his final year in the Truck Series, and the caution was cut. But now we are side by side with Christian Eckes and Triple Auto Parts number 16 truck. And we're on the high side alongside Matt Crafton. Now this is where the line comes in our favor. And now it becomes the second middle line, as I call it, the second middle line. And we're side by side with Lane Riggs. And there is a number 98 truck of Ty Majeski. And now Heim goes to the middle lane right there. Now he's really going to go to the middle. And I guess it's probably a third middle lane, but either way, we're just going to go ahead and keep on going as Rick's the low side. We're side by side, we're side by side with Mac Crafton. But now Friesen goes with Crafton, but Crafton decides to move a completely different lane. There's Gio Ruggiero trying to help his fellows way over the truck. I'm trying to get pushed by the Truck Series champion Ben Rhodes. We got, I guess, 3 different trucks, or 3 different groups of trucks pushing each other until Crafton decided, nope, I'm giving up. And now Corey Heim is right behind us. I kind of went rogues to block off Heim there for a moment, but apparently he was like, nope, not today. But either way, we're going to go ahead and move on as another caution did come out, which was cut, and unfortunately, we're in the low line. And this is where the love-hate relationship comes in, because if anything, I really hate the low line in Draftmaster 2. It's just so awful at times, and you will definitely see why. See? I'm falling behind. Look at that. Wow. Oh, yeah, I don't like this. So yes, the line was definitely not pretty to us, but either way, we're gonna make up some ground eventually, as we still have time. And there is Connor Mozak in the 81 truck, but the 76 truck that gets right in front of us, and we will push. We are trying to get as many pushes as we can for today if we are to win at Homestead, or at least to finish high here at Homestead, to keep our sponsors happy, even though the 69 truck doesn't have that many sponsors or barely competes in the truck series. But either way, we're gonna keep on going right here. And there's Mills in the 42 truck, Garcia on the inside, Ruggiero on the inside. And which lane to go? I'm gonna go to the high side since no one is falling behind right there. They were slowing up a little bit in that lane, and we're pushing as hard as we can. But just as we do, we're side by side, and the caution comes out just as I am talking about moving up positions. We're stuck in the low line again, in 8th place. Unbelievable. What are we doing today with the low line at Homestead? This is just not right at all. But either way, we're going to keep going. We're going to do whatever we can to finish high here at Homestead. Finish in a well-earned position, and a very good position to be precise. And there is Gio Ruggiero taking the lead. We're pushing the number 98 truck at Tom Majeski. They're getting a run. I'm trying to go with Mac Crafton here. I think I made a bit of a mistake in doing that. And the caution comes out because Perez gets tagged, and around they go. But we make it to the line just before the yellow comes out. So when we come across the line, we'll have 3 more laps to finish off the deal here at Homestead. Let's get started. We're on the low line again. We're back in 8th place once again. It's just not been kind to us at all. But if we go to the second middle lane and bumping Mozak a little bit there. We're just making up as much ground as we can, and trying to do whatever we can do. As we're gonna get past Ruggiero, there is Mills in the 42 truck, and Bruno and Friesen had the lead, but the caution comes out, and we're in 3rd place. We will go into Truck Series overtime. We are stuck in the low line once again, which is probably not going to play out big in our favor, even though it has helped us a little bit today. But either way, we're going to have to go ahead and find out as we take the green flag for overtime. Nascar Craftsman Truck Series overtime, a 2-lap shootout to decide the finish. And right off the bat, it looks like it's actually going well because Friesen and Majeski get no help whatsoever. There is the second middle lane that is getting a lot of help, as you can tell. Gio Ruggiero, who tries to go to the low side, I want to go with him, but apparently I make a huge mistake, as apparently the 15 truck and Tony Ranger in the 5, they went with Mills instead, and I'm stuck. I got no help. I'm trying to get the one of them to go with me, but I make a huge mistake, and I'm stuck in the middle with no help. I'm losing spots. I want one of the trucks to come and help me, but instead they all just decide, no, it's game over. And with that, we lose a whole lot of positions. They crash coming to the start finish line, And unfortunately, we finished 24th. Our worst finish so far this year, but congrats to Tony Brininger. A pretty solid or decent female prospect who takes the win in the truck series. I actually want to see that Tony Brininger win a truck race. She seems like a very good driver. But man, tough break for us. 24th. I mean, we finished well above 32nd, which is still good in terms of like business or sponsorship wise, but we had to win the bag and we just barely missed out. And now we're just a few points ahead of Majeski, but barely. As we come into my home race of Martinsville, Martinsville, VA, and we are about to go right for 40 laps. 40 laps of racing here, the paperclip at Martinsville. It's time to go racing at my home truck race. My home race here for the Nascar Craftsman Truck Series. We're underway right behind Corey Day, and I'm trying to get with Timmy Hill, but apparently that doesn't go well. And then the 66 truck, I don't know who that is, but he is apparently way ahead of us, or at least was ahead of us. But we made contact, and right off the bat, it seems like it's going to be a very rough day, just like how it was at Homestead, as we are a wrecked truck. But thankfully, we don't have too much damage, and we are about to go ahead and go green. 40 laps is a pretty long time for truck racing, but we need to do by any means necessary. We have to do at least something so we can achieve a very good finish. And right off the bat, another yellow. The 45 truck goes around after we make contact. I mean, I'm just taking out my revenge on these guys for not helping push me to the win, or at least to a podium, which would have been decent enough as well. We are now right behind the Ford truck right there. As you can see, Eckes right there, and I'm immediately going with him because I can see Corey Heim is falling way behind. And Majeski is the main reason for that, but no worries. We're going to keep going, and we're going to try our best to get a good finish. We're up to 8th. Now we're going to go ahead and get 7th from Ben Rhodes in the number 99 Thor Sport truck. And it's pretty interesting too, as Friesen is falling right behind. The middle lane is falling right behind. It's not working whatsoever. And I mean, driving at a short track, what are we doing? That just seems really dumb. If you watch NASCAR and you watch short track racing, it is impossible. It is really impossible to go drafting on a short track. It's just very dumb indeed. But either way, we're gonna make some moves here, try to do whatever we can to take the lead from our Ankrum. And already I'm thinking, oh no, not again, because Corey Day is not helping me at all. But we will finally get some help from Corey Day, and immediately as I say that, he almost goes to the middle and leaves me behind. Oh no, he actually does. Okay, what is with these guys? If they think I'm Max Verstappen, like really, guys, this is what you want to do? Unbelievable. But we're now to 15th place and dropping. We're dropping a lot of positions, as apparently nobody wants to help me on the high side today. And that's just pure stupid. I mean, look at this. That 95 truck is not helping me a ton. And I'm continuing to drop places after places after places. Unreal. Why is this even happening? I don't know. And we're at 32nd. Wow. So after a little bit, we finally get the start that we needed, and we're now into lap 20 out of 40. We try and get as much up as we can from anyone willing to push me. I'm side by side with Doomset. Into the wall he goes. I'm looking for a place to be, and it looks like it's the High Line, as they're moving pretty fast, and there's Frankie Muniz in the middle, and the number 15 truck as well, and Crappen is falling right behind as well. And we're still going though. We're in the High Line up to 7th. We're going to get up to 6th if we can get past some of these trucks, and we do. We're now up in the 3rd. So we passed Gio Ruggiero, and I'm going to go with the number 9 truck right here. I forget who this guy's. Oh, it's Grant Wegener. Okay, it's Grant Wegener. And the caution window coming out, we just missed out on getting first. But we're in the High Line, and we will try to get the best run that we can get from Gio Ruggiero and whoever else is going to push on the high line. And just as I say that, it looks like no one's going to help us on the high line, so we'll have to do what we got to do in the middle lane, and we would end up getting just that. We're in the middle lane, and we're doing a pretty solid job, and we are taking the place away. As Giro and I are now pushing. There's Frankie Muniz and Matt Crafton right behind us. And I gotta tell you, Crowden is looking pretty hungry. He's been hungry for winning a lot this season. He's done it pretty well. Ruggiero has done a solid job as well in the track on garage number 17 truck. We're gonna find out who's gonna take the win right here, as we got 2 laps left in the short race. Pushing as many lines as we can. We are now side by side, or at least we're gonna be side by side, coming to the line probably. But right now, Ruggiero and Crafton are with us. And we built up quite a gap between us and Frankie Muniz, who is currently in 4th right now. We have 4 more laps to decide the finish here at Martinsville, and now 3 to go. Can we hold on? Ruggiero and Matt Crafton here at Martinsville. Crafton and Ruggiero have a run, and we're going to go ahead and block. But where do we go now? Who will help us? Just in case of Crafton attacks. Crafton now goes back to his line as we got 2 more laps remaining. Out of turns 3 and 4. Let's start the final lap. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Who's going to help us? Who will try to get the win from us? Who's going to make their first move? It will be Ruggiero. But here comes Crafton. Will Crafton get the draft and coming to the line? We're going to hold them off, and Crafton will take second, but we will get redemption and win at Martinsville, a home race, a home win. Unbelievable. And Frankie Muniz dropped from 4th to 9th. Wow, it looked like he was, I don't know what happened to Frankie Muniz. He was in 4th and dropped to 9th. But either way, we do a good job and take the win. And a very good job. We end up winning. We probably end up winning a good race, and we did a pretty solid job. I'm really excited for what's to come at Bristol Motor Speedway coming up soon. Well, that's going to end this off for today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and stay tuned. We're going to birthday vlog for my 15th birthday coming soon as we look at the round of 12. Frankie Muniz is in 11th. Very good stuff from Frankie Muniz. This might be the closest playoff out ever, as Friesen is in, and Heim is now in 13th. Very good stuff from Corey. Just look at this. The points is separated by not much. Ben Rhodes in all the way down somewhere. I didn't quite get a good look. Oh, he's in 16th. I don't really agree with that. I think he's done a solid job. Tony Preininger, 32nd, even though she got a win. And I mean, if this was the actual playoffs, it would put her in the playoffs. But that will end things off for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm really proud to be here. And I will see you next time for a future video. Goodbye.